Back now with Bruce LeVell, Margaret Hoover, Mark Preston, and Mark Lamont Hill. You guys were ganging up on Bruce before the.
I'm used to it.
What did you say your mom taught you?
Hey, like when you see a good street fight, you just
stay out.
take a step out of the way and let it go. Take bets on it.
Let's talk about this dump Trump movement because let's see. Trump says that it would be illegal for delegates to change the convention rules to prevent him from getting the nomination. PolitiFact rates that as mostly false. So legally, it could happen. What are the chances you think of that actually happening?
It won't happen, and this is why, Don. You know, at the end of the day, there was a lot of Cruz supporters, there was a lot of Rubio supporters, Kasich supporters. There's a lot of emotions going on, and this is kind of typical, guys. You know, and Democrats as well as Republicans, you want your guy, you want your girl, whoever you want. But I know for a fact, but when we get to Cleveland, these folks will come around. I really, really believe that.
Yeah.
I
Do
really
you think
do.
that they will, Margaret Hoover? I see you. That
They
was a
will.
little bit of a side eye.
I mean, I love your optimism, and
but
I will tell you, I think in this case,
because if they don't, then you'd be voting for Hillary. So what? I don't understand.
I think a lot of people who are. I think there are a lot of Republicans who think that the interest of the party and the longevity of the party is longer than one election cycle, and so they don't think that.
And they think that maybe it's just.
However, but I will say to your point, I actually think you're right on this. I think that there certainly are delegates who still want to mount a challenge. I think a lot of them are Cruz delegates who are trying to get their pieces in place for Cruz 2020. And while they may try to change the rules and they may try to force a floor fight, they may try to embarrass the nominee. And I mean, these are the things that we should look out for because I think that stuff is going to happen. I don't necessarily believe that there's going to be a real challenge because there's nobody to run. I mean, there is just nobody who's going to take the mantle and take Trump out at this point.
Nobody has said that they're willing to step up and take him on. We haven't seen Ted Cruz do it.
We've already been through the process, guys.
No.
I mean,
it's called a primary.
We're helping you make your point.
But here's the discussion. Yeah, right.
I'm not used to the discussion. Come on.
Calm down, Bruce.
You wanted to fight.
Take a breath and let it happen. Go ahead.
Listen, so
got my vest on.
Look, the bottom line is you are wrong in the sense that there are people that are not going to be supportive of him and they are going to try to take him out. But the fact of the matter is, that's not going to happen, okay? And there's a lot of reasons, and I've been saying this for months. Cleveland will burn, okay? Yeah. And that in itself, that would happen.
Easy.
That would happen if they tried to take out the Republican nominee, to your point, which has gotten. It is true, though.
Okay, can you guys listen to this?
It will hurt the party.
I want you to listen to Lindsey Graham today at a security conference. Here's what he said about the next president.
The next president, whoever he or she, most likely she's going to be, needs to get these defense cuts set aside.
So she. And so to my point, yes. So Margaret said there are people in the Republican Party who think that it's bigger than just one election cycle, and they are resigned to the fact that they'd rather have Hillary Clinton maybe in the White House for 4 years, right? They'd like to get her out after 4, rather than have Donald Trump.
Real Republicans don't. Okay? Other wannabe or whatever you want to call them.
I love you.
You really are Donald Trump.
No, sir.
Ad hominem is
No, sir.
The Republican argument, I hate to make it.
I signed up for the Republican Party. I stand by the Republican Party.
Right. And that's
it could be Cruz. I'd be sitting here right here for Cruz. It could have been.
Can I ask you a question just so I'm clear? So you're saying if a candidate emerged whose values contradicted yours and you felt like it was unprincipled to vote for them, you'd vote for them anyway just because they're Republican?
That's what he's telling me.
Listen, here. I'm with Donald Trump. I'm with Donald Trump.
But I'm going to ask the question one more time. You're saying that
if I'm with you, I'm with you to the end.
No matter what they believe.
Yes, he's telling you that.
No matter what they believe, if they're Republican, you're going to vote for them.
Mark, did you not see all the people who came
I just can't. That's
said
so
Donald Trump would be the worst thing
bizarre.
Because
first
of all, what has the American people said? They have spoken.
No. Let's see.
We have spoken. They have chose their nominee. What is all this other wheel and dealing?
Okay, one at a time.
I guess my oh, go ahead.
A plurality of Republican primary voters have spoken to Donald Trump. That is 25% of the Republican primary, 25% of registered Republicans, a plurality of them have spoken. So that's your 14 million, but it's not a majority. It's less primary votes than Hillary Clinton has received. And it is, frankly, a really weak frontrunner, incredibly weak frontrunner who is still having to fend off challenges from a party base that is incredibly unconfident about him and can't raise money and can't build an infrastructure.
But those aren't real Republicans.
But Don, this represents the delusion. This represents the delusion of the Trump campaign. Rather than saying we're in crisis, we don't have any money, we don't have support of our base, we don't have.
Just let me finish. Crisis, Mark. There is no crisis.
Keep saying that.
Where are you getting that? The National Enquirer?
No,
really?
The polls,
That's
Trump's
what I'm
bank.
saying.
Don Lemon got more money in his account than Donald Trump's campaign does right now. I'm just saying.
Speak for yourself.
My only point is you guys are in crisis, and until you acknowledge it, you're going to continue to
Well,
crumble.
they did acknowledge it because they fired their campaign manager
Yeah.
and they tried to get around
And
some of their surrogates.
Right. You ain't get that memo, bro. You got to get in the inner circle.
We're done. I gotta get to the top of the hour.
Not the diversity team
I gotta get
circle.
to the top of the hour. I have to start on time before I get in big trouble.
Sorry, Don Lemon.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
We'll see you all soon.
Thank
We
you
come
all.
right back. The Senate tonight.